In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the best products from The Ordinary when it comes to that uneven skin tone as well as texture, that rough bumpiness to the skin. Now, I have started a series where I am sharing the best products from The Ordinary for certain skin types and skin concerns. So if you haven't seen the anti-aging video, the dry skin, or the oily combo acne-prone skin videos, then I'm going to leave them below for you for your reference. So of course, the products that I'm sharing today are based on my experience and my opinions. So I have basically tried almost every product from The Ordinary, so I know what works and what doesn't, and I realize that we all have different skin, and what works for me may not always work for you, vice versa, but these truly are some great products to try out if you have that uneven skin tone and texture. So these products will also be linked below for you as well, so let's get right into that first product. So I have combined both the uneven skin tone and textured skin in this one video because I do have a few products that will target both of these skin concerns with just using one product, but I do have a few other products that I will share that will target just that uneven skin tone. So the first product that I really love and the one that I feel works the best for that textured uneven skin tone is The Ordinary Lactic Acid 10% plus hyaluronic acid. They do have a 5% option if you wish to use something at a lower percentage, and that one is still lovely. It will still be beneficial, but I feel like the 10% works a little bit quicker, and I really like how it performs on my combination skin. So lactic acid really is great for those that have that drier skin type, but if you have that surface dead skin, you have some dryness, and you also have dark spots, post-acne marks, that uneven skin tone, then this can really help to brighten up your complexion, and it really does. Within one application, I feel like my skin is almost immediately brighter, so I generally like to use lactic acid at nighttime, and when I wake up in the morning, I really do see this nice glow to my skin, so I feel like it works pretty quickly, but the more consistent you can be with it, of course, the better off you will be. Now, this can be used every day, and you can use this either in your morning or in your evening routine, but I don't like to overuse lactic acid because I feel like you can overdo a good thing. So I like to use tretinoin several times a week, and maybe 1 or 2 days out of my week I will use lactic acid just to eliminate some of that surface dead skin, and if I do have any texture, then this really helps to diminish that as well, but it just gives your skin this beautiful glow, and I really love the lactic acid from The Ordinary. It's gentle, it absorbs into your skin so nicely, there is absolutely no sticky tackiness to your skin, and this is one of the first products that I like to use after I've cleansed my skin. So generally I will cleanse my skin, I will put a facial mist on, then my lactic acid on dry skin, and then I will go in with my remaining serums and my moisturizer, and that's how I like to use this. But of course, if you wish to use this in your morning, just make sure you wear sunscreen. Now, the glycolic acid can be very beneficial, but I do feel like it's a little bit too sensitizing on my combination skin. It can be very harsh and drying, especially if you overuse that product. So that one can also be great for that uneven skin tone, and mandelic acid is even more gentle than lactic and glycolic. So if you are more on that sensitive skin type, then I would suggest going with mandelic acid. It might take a little bit longer to work, but the more consistent you can be, honestly, that product will work. And I used to use it a lot back in the day, and it was one of my favorites at the time, but now my favorite is lactic acid just because I feel like it works the quickest, and it just gives my skin that youthful glowing complexion. Another great option for texture and uneven skin would be the Azelaic acid suspension 10%. Now, this is another direct acid, but this one is one of my favorites for redness. So if you're dealing with redness, you have that flushing to your skin, you have rosacea, Azelaic acid can be a wonderful ingredient to incorporate on an everyday basis. Now, this one from The Ordinary is really nice because it has that creamy formulation, so I feel like it's even more moisturizing, it's even more gentle than lactic acid. It keeps your skin nice and comfortable. So if you are more on that drier skin type, I think you will really like the Azelaic acid because it's in that creaminess. So I put this on after my serums, but before my moisturizer. And yes, I put moisturizer on top of this because I always want to make sure that my skin is really moisturized when I'm using an active ingredient. And even though this is quite gentle and I've never experienced dryness from it, I still like to keep my skin as moisturized as I can. So this formulation not only is great to tone down redness, but it's also great if you have texture and if you have dark spots as well. But if you're blemish prone and you're dealing with acne, then this can be another ingredient that can really help to clear up your blemishes as well. So it really is a product that does many things, but this one is lovely and you can use this every day. Also, if your skin can tolerate to it, I mean, you could use it twice a day, but once a day really is sufficient enough. And when I use this, I like to use it at nighttime paired up with my prescription tretinoin. And if I'm not using the ordinary azelaic acid, then I am using my prescription azelaic acid at a 15% concentration, because I feel like when I use azelaic acid with my tretinoin, this pairing is just a powerhouse for my skin type and my skin concerns. It really helps with that redness, like I said, but it just gives my skin this brighter look, and it really helps to prevent breakouts because I am breakout prone, and since using these two together, my skin has been really clear. So I highly recommend this ingredient if you haven't tried it already. Next up is the ascorbic acid 8% plus alpha arbutin 2% serum, and this is one of the best vitamin C serums from The Ordinary, of course, in my opinion. I have tried many vitamin C's from The Ordinary, and I always go back to this one in particular because of the two main ingredients. And if you have that uneven skin tone, that dull complexion, well, I hope you are going to love this serum. So ascorbic acid, as you know, is your purest form of vitamin C. Also, I feel like this is the most effective form of vitamin C as well. It works the quickest compared to vitamin C derivatives. Now, even though this is at an 8% concentration, this is still going to be beneficial, especially with continuous use. But if you are more on that sensitive side and you're someone that can't use higher percentages of vitamin C, like the 10, 15, or 20%, then give this serum a try and see how it goes. This was one of my go-tos back in the day. Of course, I am using other vitamin C serums now, but I will always go back to this one if I want that different formulation and I want something at a lower percentage. So ascorbic acid will brighten the skin. It will also help to address signs of aging, and it will protect our skin from free radicals, which is everyday pollution. But the alpha arbutin ingredient, this is going to brighten as well, and it's going to address that uneven skin tone. So if you have post-acne marks, dark spots, this is wonderful to use. It's at a 2% concentration. So these two ingredients are like a powerhouse with one another. So if you have that dull complexion, you can basically say goodbye to it, because this serum will instantly give your skin that nice glowing complexion. Alpha arbutin is very comparable to hydroquinone, but it's safer and it's more gentle to use. So that's why I really love this serum, and I used to use it all the time in my morning routine, but you can also use this at nighttime as well. And if you wish to use this twice a day, feel free to do so. It has that nice formulation where it's quite hydrating. It's not greasy, it's not sticky in the least. It always layers up nicely with all of my skincare products, and it does sit nicely underneath sunscreen and makeup as well. So if you're looking for a good vitamin C serum from The Ordinary, then I would highly recommend this one. I also want to mention the separate alpha arbutin 2% plus hyaluronic acid serum. This formulation does not contain the ascorbic acid. So if you don't want to use vitamin C, or you can't use vitamin C, but you still want that alpha arbutin ingredient, then you can pick up this separate serum. And this serum is very underrated. I honestly don't hear anybody talking about this. I used to incorporate this all the time in both my morning and nighttime skincare routine, especially when I was dealing with a lot of post-acne marks. So a couple years ago, I was dealing with a lot of breakouts, and this was one serum that I was very consistent with in both my morning and nighttime routine. Also, this serum is very universal. You can use any product with it without worrying about conflicts. So you can pair this up with tretinoin, with retinol, with your direct acids. You can use it with niacinamide, maybe a vitamin C from another brand if you wish to do that. You can pair this up with anything. And even if you don't have that uneven skin tone and you don't have dark spots, but you just have dull skin, or you want your skin to remain bright and glowy, then use this. Use it every day or just once a day. Be consistent. I'm telling you, this serum works, and it really is lovely. And the last product is the Aloe 2% plus NAG 2% solution. And this serum was designed for those that are blemish prone, that have post-acne marks. So those red, pinky, dark areas that are left behind once the blemish has healed. But even if you don't have post-acne marks, and again, you have the uneven skin tone where you have a few dark spots and you also have some texture, this serum is still going to be beneficial for you. And I'm telling you, this serum works. You can use this as an all over, or you can just spot treat your problem areas with this serum as well. And that's generally what I like to do, especially if I do have that post-acne mark. But if you just want that overall brightness and something to correct that texture, then use this all over your face, bring it down your neck. It's a very gentle hydrating serum. It does have that 2% aloe, so perfect for all skin types, including dry skin. But this also has that 2% NAG, and NAG stands for N-acetylglucosamine, and this is the ingredient that will help to correct that uneven skin tone, but to also help with texture as well. And again, I'm telling you, this serum works. So feel free to pair this up with your alpha arbutin, but honestly, using this serum by itself and being consistent with it, you will, and I hope that you see results, because this really is a serum that works well, and they did an excellent job formulating this one. So it's not sticky, it's not tacky, it absorbs nicely, and it also sits great with my other skincare products, including my sunscreen and my makeup. So give this one a try, come back and let me know how you liked it. This is a new serum this year that they launched, so I would love to hear your feedback once you've tried it. So those are the best products from The Ordinary to target uneven skin tone and texture. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful, and most importantly, I hope I introduced you to something new today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask away in that comment section. And the products that I shared today, along with the previous videos in this series, will be linked for you below as well. Now, if you want to learn more about The Ordinary, I have a lot of content here. So I have product reviews, products that you should and should not mix together, also the best ordinary pairings, and if you're looking for guidance on skincare routines based on skin types and concerns, I also have that here on my channel. So I will link up my ordinary playlist for you as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.